Hello, hello, it is Dr. Chris Raquel and I am back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also send me an email at askcrystalraquel@gmail.com if you have any questions that you would love to see me answer on a video for you. So this topic was actually sent in. This topic was actually sent in and it is surrounding really not appreciating someone and thinking that you can do better, but realizing that the new person that you get with is actually not better. So think about it. A lot of times people think to themselves, okay, well, I'm with this person, they seem to be okay, or maybe you're having issues with the person, and then you might see someone else. This can go for men or women. You might see someone else, then you might be thinking to yourself, well, okay, well, it seems like this other person is interested in me as well. A lot of times you're gonna put yourself in a bad situation. So remember, if you're with someone and that is known by the other party, the third party, you're with someone and they are flirting with you, they're, maybe even to the point where they're encouraging you to be with them instead of the person that you're with, whether you're married, in a relationship, fiance, whatever. Think to yourself, that person is going to be on their best behavior. That person is not going to show you maybe their negative character traits. They're going to be showing you the best of the best. They're going to be hiding everything about themselves until they get you. So think about it. What was it that made you attracted to the person that you were with initially? And remember, all that glimmers isn't gold, right? So you can have shiny sparkles, glitter. That doesn't really mean much. It's not valuable. So people know what it is that you may want, or you may even be complaining about the person you're with, your boyfriend or girlfriend or your fiance or your husband or wife. That person is going to hear you out. So let's assume that the person who's complaining, let's say they don't really have really bad intentions, but let's say that they are saying bad things about their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance. That other person, they may act like they're trying to be your friend, or like they just are there to lend a listening ear, but you've given them the playbook of what it is they need to do to be with you. You've just told them what it is you don't like, what it is you do, what it is you want, what it is that your current person is not doing. So they're going to do everything in their power. So if you're saying, well, I'm just tired because my girlfriend, she's always got something to say. She's just always can just never let me be a man and let me just do what it is that I want to do as a man. I don't know what men would say, but, and then that lady, she's going to be like, okay, so anytime you say something, oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I totally agree. Everything you say, yeah, you are so right, babe. Not babe, but friend. You're so right, friend. That person is only giving you, what is the word? They have a mask on, essentially. They're pretending, or even so, let's just take that scenario out. Let's just say someone, you're seeing them, you see them like, at work, on a daily basis, or wherever it is, you just know them, it's maybe an old friend. You may not know everything about that person. So my point is, no one is ever going to be perfect. And a lot of times, if you're looking for perfection, it may mean that you have to work on yourself. A lot of times people don't understand that relationships, they're never going to be perfect. So yes, you look for peace, happiness, joy in your relationship, and that's wonderful. But it's two people. You are not in a relationship with yourself. That person is not you. So there's going to be times where you may disagree on a topic. You may not have the exact same views on certain things, and that is 100% okay. So if you're seeking perfection, The same way you have bad days, the person you're with is going to have bad days. So if you see someone and you're like, you know what, this person's just better than my boyfriend that I had, this person's just better than my girlfriend, I want to try it over here, you're going to be disappointed, because it happens a lot. People think that they can do better when they start realizing that the person that they're with isn't as perfect as they thought. No one is perfect. You're not perfect. So I think it's so important for us to know that, and not buy into this thing to where, oh, you know, I can find a better boyfriend, girlfriend, you know. You're gonna have, if it's not similar problems with the new person, you're gonna have maybe even worse problems. That happens so frequently. If someone that you're seeing seems that you're with somebody and the other person seems so perfect, I'm telling you, you're gonna be mistaken. You are going to have issues with that person, even more so than what you think you have now. So if you're with someone and let's say the person that you're with, they seem to be like, you just feel like they, as a man, oh, they just never let me do what I want to do. You know, this guy over here, he has a woman and she does everything for him. She's always buying him everything. She lets him do what he wants. He can go away for as long as he wants. And, you know, she bought him a whole new wardrobe for his birthday or for Valentine's Day or for Christmas. And my girl, she just did this for me. But then let's see what else that girl has. That girl might be Christian. She might be serving God. She might be focused on the things of God. She might be praying for him a lot. And then let's say he finds somebody who's out there. She has a lot of money. She's buying him everything that he wants. And then later on, he finds that she has poor character because she knew he had a girlfriend before they got together. And this can go vice versa. She knew he had a girlfriend, so that tells you right there her character is poor. And then before you know it, maybe she left him and found somebody else when she felt he wasn't treating her right. So keep those things in mind. You're going to be putting yourself in a bad situation. You may end up having major regrets, and you will never be able to get that person back once you have gone off and decided to see someone else and left that first person. Believe me, it's not going to put you in a good situation. So I am urging you, do not think that you're going to always get better. Do not think that there's always better on the other side, because that is not the case. And it definitely goes both ways. There can be ladies who are going to say to themselves, well, this man, you know, he's not doing this. This man is buying this other lady these items, and the guy I'm with is not. The guy I'm with is not doing those things. So he may not be, you know, buying extravagant gifts and doing all those things, but he might be paying for other things. He might be being very helpful to that young lady in other ways. And then now, let's say she decides, you know what, this other guy is trying to shower me with all these gifts. But then she gets with him, she leaves the other guy, and then finds out that he has really poor character. He's actually trying to see other women on the side. So you really have to be careful, because a lot of times it's minor things that make people unhappy in their relationships, and they really are always trying to strive for something else. But I'm telling you, it's just much better to try to work on yourself a little bit, because you are going to always be trying to find perfection in others. Perfection that you yourself do not have. Like, really think about it. If you have a perfect relationship, like, never have any disagreements, you never have anything to discuss, how boring is that? You know, you want to be able to grow, and that is what God would require. God wants your relationship to glorify him. And when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be able to... One second, I'm gonna go feed the baby in a second. I'll be right back. So you want your life and your relationship to glorify God. And in order to glorify God, that's gonna mean that you may have to change a little bit. There may be things about yourself that God wants to change. God wants you to be more and more like him. So it's gonna take some, I don't know what the word is. It's gonna take some, I guess, roughing away some of those areas in who you are, because God wants you to be able to grow. He wants you to be strengthened. And, you know, if you get with someone and you're already a perfect person, or as perfect as you can be, there's not much growth there. God wants you to glorify him. He wants your relationship to glorify him. He wants your marriage to, meaning your marriage, to glorify him. He wants you to grow in your character. He wants to strengthen you. He wants you to be able to, I mean, yeah, like he wants your husband to be able to help you change, and he wants you to be able to help your husband change. He wants you to be able to help your wife change. He wants your wife to be able to help you change. And it's so important. In order to glorify God, there's change. And if you come into situations completely perfect, it's almost like there's no room for God. There's no room for God to do anything, for him to move. So just keep those things in mind. You don't want to be always constantly looking at other people. Stop the comparisons. Stop thinking to yourself, well, you know, I see this man over here, he has this. His woman is, whether it's wife, girlfriend, is doing all these things for him. And vice versa as a lady. Oh, I see this lady over here, her man is doing all these things for her. No, because you're going to be comparing, you're going to be looking for something that you're never going to find. There are no perfect people. Of course, the person that you find in your partner, you want to always look to God in order to help you with those things. But you don't want to be in a place to where there's comparisons, because comparisons allow other people to creep in. And like, I'm just the point I'm making. You're going to be very disappointed if you are having poor character to where you're leaving the person that you're with for someone else, because you're going to find that what you had was much better than the new person. It usually happens like that, right? Unless the person that you're with is so horrible. So really just try to make things work if you can. Try to grow, learn, and really like stop putting so much pressure on the person that you're with. You're not perfect, they're not perfect, and your goal is to be able to seek God together. And as you seek God, if you're married, of course, you guys will be joined even more together. So constantly always be seeking God. Your partner, your wife, husband should always be seeking God. And even if it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, if you leave the person that you're with for someone else, you're going to be in big trouble. Meaning you're going to find soon that the person you thought was better than the other is definitely not, once that mask falls. So let me know what you think down below. Continue to send in emails to me about what type of topics you want to see. If you have any questions or concerns, have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye.